Hello, everyone. Happy Women's History Month. Got another month for me. And then next month is Poetry Month. So I got 3 months in a row of themes. Then I get a little break in May. May might be a month, but I'm not going to do anything special. But then there's Black Music Month and Pride Month in June. And I have a women themed calendar, which I'm going to insert the picture of. Editing self note. So that's very appropriate. And then I actually have an actual calendar up here. So that's nice. So I actually know what day it is. I do need to mark it off. So then that'll be even more helpful. But as always, before we get into it, obligatory self promotion. What if I ruled the world? Poems inspired by music. Written by me, your boy. I have started my second book. I need to get more into it. I've started the first chapter, but that's about it. It's like 3 paragraphs I've written. But yes, you can support me in Black History Month and World History Month and National Poetry Month next month. So you got a lot of time to get my book if you really want it. All right, so here we are. We're talking about SZA and her discography. And first off, we're going to talk about, her background and where she's from and all that. I don't know if I copied and pasted it from Wikipedia where she's from, but I did the beginning part. So she's born Solana Imani Rowe, November 8th, 1989, 80s baby. Known personally as SZA, which I'm pretty sure she got from RZA, the rapper, which is very interesting. She does a little bit of rapping in SOS, I will say. But typically she's a singer. But I feel like that's really interesting that she made that her stage name. She's an American singer-songwriter known for her diaristic songwriting and genre explorations. She's regarded as a prominent figure influencing contemporary R&B and popularizing alternative R&B. Well, she is very diaristic. Diaristic. Said that 5 times fast. After getting attention online, she released 2 self-released extended play EPs. SZA signed to Top Dog Entertainment in 2013. Under the label, she released the lo-fi and psychedelic EP Z in 2014, and her R&B debut album Control in 2017, which is kind of random. I think she wants to be off the label, but I forgot what happened. So there's a deluxe for SOS, but it doesn't count, I don't think, as part of her deal, which I'm like, what are we signing? What's going on with these industry deals? But anyway, I just wanted to mention that. I think she's still on it, but I don't think she wants to be on it anymore. But I think she's on the same label as Ari Lennox was on. Okay, where was that? The latter was critically acclaimed. They're placed in several year-end lists, following Control, which garnered an Academy Award and global. Oh my goodness. Okay, I've skipped the sentence. Following Control, she engaged in a series of high-profile collaborations over the next 4 years. These include top 10 singles, All the Stars 2018 with Kendrick Lamar, which garnered Academy Award and Golden Globe nominations, Kiss Me More 2021 with Doja Cat, which has won her first Grammy. With her acclaimed and multi-genre second album, SOS, 2022, SZA became the first woman to spend 100 weeks on the Billboard's top 10. The album also broke the record for the longest-running U.S. top 10 by a black woman. By a black musician. Can't talk today. That's really great. His first single, Kill Bill, was a third best-selling song of 2023 and peaked atop the Billboard 100. From 2024 to 2025, SZA achieved a string of top 10s with Saturn and 30 for 30, both deluxe reissue of SOS entitled Lana, which is part of her name, Solana. It was released in 2024, and her longest running number one, Luther. Her 2025 Grand National Tour with Lamar is the highest grossing co-headliner tour in history. Another making history. She has earned numerous accolades throughout her career, including 7 Grammy Awards. Wow. I didn't know she had that many. a Brit Award, 3 American Music Awards, a Guild of Music's Supervisors Award, and 2 Billboard Women in Music Awards, including Woman of the Year. He has co-written songs for artists such as Nicki Minaj, Beyonce, Travis Scott, Schoolboy Q, and Rihanna. In 2024, she received the Hal David Starlight Award from the Songwriters Hall of Fame. That's a little bit about her. So she has been very successful, even with just the 2 albums. So she's been doing a lot. All right, so her first album, Control, came out June 9th, 2017. The genre is alternative R&B and neo soul. And you can stream both of these albums on YouTube Music, Apple Music, which is where I streamed it, Pandora, Deezer, iHeartRadio, Spotify, SoundCloud, Amazon Music, and Amazon Music. And the vibes. What are the vibes? The vibes I got were, I know it was released in 2017, but it's kind of giving 2016 vibes. And like just pure vibes. I don't know how to describe it. Like, you vibing, you chilling, you having a good time, like that. Relatable, fun. That's what I thought about this record. Okay, so I have a few favorites. So I'm gonna go over my favorite songs, my least favorite songs, and my overall opinion. So my favorite songs are Super Mono. I love the vulnerability. I love the relatability of not feeling like enough and wanting revenge, even though it doesn't really make you feel better. But it's such a bop. And she's like saying, I want to be a supermodel, you know, for you, but you don't really want me. So I love that song. And then Love Galore featuring Travis Scott, which she did write for him. I wonder if every time they have a collab together, does she write his verse? I don't think she does, because I think I looked at the credits and I think he was credited. But I gotta look on that because I'm wondering about that. But anyway, I love the beat. I think this song is also very relatable, with things starting out good, then going sour in the relationship, of course. Travis Scott was a good feature, even though sometimes I felt like he was a little off topic. LOL. I don't know. And then sometimes I feel like when rappers get on certain songs, they just be talking about other stuff. Like, I had to put a solo version of, what's that song with Pink Panthers and Central C? I forget what the name of it is, but I have a solo version on my phone because I'm like, what is he talking about? She's talking about how she may love him, and she's like all this stuff. And he's like, I cheated on my girl. Just men features, just saying anything, I guess. But yeah, he was alright though. He was pretty good. He was mostly on topic. And then Garden Say Like That. I love the beat and the lyrics. One of my favorites by her. Definitely giving Delulu vibes. LOL. Like she doesn't really want to believe like this person is how they are. Wanting a relationship to be a certain way, but in reality, it is completely different. Very relatable. Another song I really liked was Anything. Once again, the beat is hitting. The lyrics, once again, are very relatable. Want to be anywhere with your boo. Yeah, no, you want to do anything, be anywhere. I actually did not have any least favorite songs on this album. So yeah, my overall opinions, I really love this album. This is a great debut album for SZA. Her pen game is great. She had a lot of relatability. Carter Lang and Scum were great producers. They produced a lot of the music on this album, and it was so good. I had to like look them up because I was like, who made this beat? When you get something good at a restaurant, you're like, who made this? There was a trend that was probably in 2016 too. They were like, who made this? This is really good. That's what I was thinking when I was looking them up. Like, they did their thing on this. Um. Oh, and also it was giving like no college nostalgia vibes. Even though I was technically out of college by then, I was like out of college by 2014. But I think she was also in college maybe when she started making music. So then it kind of gives those vibes too. So yeah, the whole album is great and super replayable. So I think it's perfect debut album. 10 out of 10. Definitely recommend. I definitely want to listen to the deluxe versions. I did say I wasn't sure if I would, but I would definitely for Control at least. So we're gonna get to SOS, which was released December 9th, 2022. It's R&B, hip hop, and pop. The vibes are mellow, smooth vibes, and love and heartbreak. And then you can stream it on all the same places. So I'm gonna go with my favorite songs, my least favorite songs, in my overall opinion. So low, love the beat, the vibes of the song. Gotta keep the sneaky links low. LOL. And I always loved this song on the album. I was trying not to pick all of the singles, so I'll try to switch it up. I think it was semi a single. It was like at the end of one of the videos for one of the singles. So it wasn't, I don't think it was official single. But I love that song. Blind. And this song reminds me of, in a good way, of Frank Ocean. Like the flow that she had kind of reminded me of him, how he kind of like sing raps kind of thing. And I loved it. Um I also love the introspective lyrics and lyrics about her future. She's like basically saying like, you're doing all of this, you're trying to have a family, I'm still taking plan Bs. I like that introspective like difference. And then of course it's the chorus, I can't see, I'm blind. People use that as a meme too. So F2F, love the indie rock vibes. It was like very different beat wise for SZA, and I loved it. Kind of gave early 2000s indie rock vibes. Because a lot of the beats kind of have been melding together, so this was a much needed change on the album. And then I think this was a single, but I love it. I Hate You. If you wonder if I hate you, I do. Always love this song because yeah, maybe I hate a few niggas too. LOL. And it's fun chorus to sing along to, as I just demonstrated. I do have one least favorite song, and it's not that I won't listen to it, but it's just not. It's really not my favorite. It's like it's not horrible. It's Snooze. Like I want to hit the snooze when I hear this song. LOL. It's not horrible, but it's not my favorite on the song on the album. Actually, like I will listen to all of them, even if they're like not my favorite singles. But this one, I was like, it's a skip for me. It's just gonna be a skip. All right, and now my overall opinion. I feel like the beats on this album made it overall meh for me. It was kind of like, and then it was long, so everything was kind of blending together. The production was too mellow, except for a few songs. I think the songwriter was still good on this album, though. Still relatable, and SZA is really feeling herself and bragging, and I love it. She has this song called "Conceited," where she's like, bragging about what she got going on. On the intro song "SOS," she's bragging about, coming back and doing her thing and all this stuff. So I think that was cool. I love that. Um, like I said, I don't think it should have been as long as it was because it was kind of drawn out. But of course, she hadn't released an album. What is that? 17, 18, 19, 20, 5 years? Like that's kind of the standard now. Like unless you're like a K-pop artist, because I feel like they do. Except like the only ones that I will say, at least popular ones. Well, no, Blackpink they kind of broke up and did their thing, and then the only other ones would be BTS. They had to go to the army in their country, so that was that. But other than that, I feel like a lot of artists, newer artists, are taking maybe too much time, like with Saweetie, for example. But I do feel like that's kind of average now, unfortunately. But yeah, but unless you're like a K-pop person, you they're back to back. But anyway, so yeah, I guess she had a lot to say after 5 years. So there's that. I prefer her debut album, so I'll give this one a 7 out of 10. I was thinking about it, and I was like, do I want to go down to a 6 out of 10? I'm gonna leave it at 7 out of 10. I feel like it could have been better. Maybe the deluxe is better. I do feel like I like more of I like the singles on this album, but then I'm trying to think if I liked more of the singles on the deluxe. Like I like 30 for 30. I liked Luther, so yeah, eventually I'm gonna listen to the deluxe. Okay, so technically I only wrote one poem because the other one is old. However, I don't think I've ever shared it. So I cheated a little, but I did write one new poem. But this one is an older poem that I wrote. Inspired by, actually wrote it in 2018. When this album came out, inspired by Garden Say It Like That. It's called Fantasy Flame. I hope I never find out who you really are, because I love the illusion of who I think you are. I hope I never find out who you really are, because I want to be blindly happy. I hope I never find out who you really are because I think you are perfect as I see you now. I hope I never find out who you really are because I want to stay delusional. Never seeing the red flags, never seeing the caution tape, never seeing the cracks, never seeing the foundation crumbling right underneath us. I just want this love to be perfect because I am tired of searching, of critiquing, of disappointment, of trying. I hope I never find out who you really are because this will mean I may never find the right lover for me. So, a little depressing. I feel like both these poems are gonna be depressing. So sorry. So I could be happy poems this time. But this next one is inspired by Blind, and it's called Blissfully Blind. And I like the alliteration. I feel like I've talked about this so many times. I love alliteration. So here it goes. I feel like it's kind of the same theme wise. So yeah, no, it is what it is. So here it goes. I can't see. I'm blind. Blind to the lies. Blind to the truth. Blind to the deceit. Blind to the reality. I can't see. I'm blind. Close my eyes to peace. Open them to chaos. Niggas want me to act out. Niggas want me to calm down. I can't see. I'm blind. I hurt too much. I hurt too little. I cry in the morning. I dry my eyes at night. I can't see. I'm blind. Eyes wide shut. Eyes glued open. Lust living inside of me. Love living outside of me. I can't see. I'm blind. I can't see. I'm blind. I can't. I don't want to see. So, a little sad. Both of them. But yeah, this is just what, these albums inspired for me. I hope you all enjoy them anyway. Do you like SZA? Do you not like SZA? What's your favorite SZA album? What's your favorite SZA Deluxe album? Let me know what you think. When do you think her next album's gonna come out? She's been doing a lot, or she was. So it might be another 5 years. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, once again, happy Women's History Month, and I will see you all next week.